That's crazy. 7 minutes! 7! I was just saying, I was like the most miserable role. Oh, I don't want to risk Doomfist. I don't know how this team's playing. Oh, no fuck! What the fuck? Oh man. I actually can't see shit because of this bright ass. Res me! It's a shield! You could have res me! One game in, I'm crashing.
Clever tactics. Finally.
Ruggy. What the fuck is happening? Ow! Fuck off.
Take everything from them. I am on fire. Devour them. You are safe with me. Everything from them. They will be annihilated. Suffer as I have.
That's embarrassing. You won't. You can't do shit. I'm just gonna stand there and just stop you. No grav. Can I need to increase my exposure. Launch attack. Let me just change my exposure. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, it's alright. Let me go a bit brighter. No, I'm too bright. There we go. That's alright. I'm a little bit dark, but I also don't give a shit, so... You know. Funny how that works, ain't it? Oh, dude.
Prepare for battle. Select
My hand. Why is it so cold in my room? What the fuck? Like, if my hands aren't like under my thigh, that's just fucking freezing.
Our future will be forged in conflict. Greetings.
Maybe one day we'll go on missions in
I will
Hawaii.
eat more hot cocoa. Fine. I'll have some. Hello there.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
I will eat more dumplings. I will eat more dumplings. I will eat more dumplings. I will eat more dumplings than anyone has ever.
Objective C.
Hello.
What's up?
I will eat more dumplings. I will eat more dumplings. I will eat more dumplings than anyone has ever.
Oh, you want to charge my fist?
This is your warning.
Objective unlocked.
What chunked out 150 HP?
I will.
I fucked that up.
Prepare yourself.
Objective lost.
Ready for a knockout? Meteor strike.
I was ran over by Bob.
I don't die that easily.
Objective lost. Fall back to objective E.
Prepare yourself.
Enemy spotted.
Insignificant.
EMP charged.
What is that?
Objective captured. Advance to objective D.
My ult is ready.
Do I think I can? That's embarrassing.
Attaining the objective.
Really?
Knocked out. I am on the objective. Report here now. strike.
Which one did I piss off? Oh, the Ash.
Greetings. Peace be upon
Objective captured.
I wanted to at least get some charge off that punch. You don't just go somber and don't expect me to target you. But don't expect me not to target you.
meteor strike.
I'll go here.
Enemy spotted.
Is your warning. I rise.
On my way. Be right there.
Ready for a knockout? Gauntlet charge.
Your power's out.
That's embarrassing.
Hey there.
Prepare yourself.
Bad guys. Take him out.
Meteor strike.
Oh god, I'll follow me now.
You will feel that one tomorrow.
Oh, that Genji may switch to Cass. Vara? Unironically, kind of a bizarre switch.
All sorted hits.
While I'm dead, I'm just heating up my hands, man.
Face me.
Cool.
Огонь по готовности.
when Ash, you know, the sniper, the person Doomfist targets, so I target them, get pissed, you go Somber, it doesn't work! I've fought so many Sombras! If you had an Ana, I would have probably swapped to like Ramantra or something. Like, you got some lucky hacks. I ain't sorry.
Our future will be forged in conflict.
Santia.
Greetings.
Hello.
Guys, me and Zuni are gonna lick each other's feet. Do you wanna see the video later?
Initial flashpoint. Arena.
I love that the Doom players just come around the corner at the same time. And we both whiff our punches. And we're both using thunder. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, and he gets a lucky slam on me.
Regret
Might
is
switch
for the
games
weak.
in a minute after this.
Meet your strike. Hello there. Dodge this. Meet your strike.
Oh my fucking god.
Attack the objective.
Oh shit. No, I'm sorry.
Greetings. Meet your strike.
Oh, he did it because he had ult.
Enemy located.
I thank you.
My pillow.
I forgot where fullback was, I can't lie.
Hello there.
This is your warning. A challenger. My ultimate is on. Meteor strike.
Hey, John. Fuck off. Hello. Hello, Angel.
This time they're attacking the point. Wait for it.
Moragwitch. Hello there. Hello.
I heard Somber.
Take caution.
Shit! I gotta get out. I'm fucked. Yeah, no, I'm fucked.
Send your best. I'm ready.
Moragwitch.
Charging. Meteor strike.
You're just getting clipped by this fucking Doomfist. Okay, and then he kills himself. Cool.
Seizing the objective. Rally here.
Please. Push. Push. Don't know how much colors every second background. That's fine. You're just gonna hear me tweaking out. Because our team's getting glitched by this fucking... He is Meteor Strike again?
Hostile.
Face me.
Get out of my way or I'll run you over.
Victory. Play of the game.
Alright. So all I'm doing is I'm doing my challenges. Any freestyle, any hero mastery. Oh, that's easy. I'll do that next. Am I close to getting any of my weeklies done? Just the generic play games. Right. I'll do one hero mastery. Who haven't I done any on? I guess I'll do Kiriko's. And then I am gonna switch over to like Warframe or something.
Hey there.
5, 4, 3, 2.
God, I don't like
One.
Kiriko anymore.
Mastery course activated.
Restoring balance.
Lifesaver.
What's up?
some time off.
I used to like Kiriko, and then that thing happened.
Carried on the wind.
Lifesaver.
Yeah, that big event involving a certain someone.
Sasuga. Fox in a henhouse. Cleanse.
That certain someone being my
I'm with you.
ex.
Draw strength from nature.
Lifesaver.
Ouch. Let the kitsune guide you. Now I'm having fun. You're all good.
Lifesaver.
Underestimated me, nah?
Reach the finish line to complete the course.
Hey,
Cool.
Victory.
Yeah, no, it was involving my ex. Long
Real
story.
Personal best.
Very long story.
Final score.
So I should have finished my dailies here. Da 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 da. Oh, overwatch. Thank fuck for that. Can I don't think I can change the game or change the name of the stream while I'm streaming. Oh well, I'll just play something. You know what? I'm gonna do like my 6th playthrough of unpacking. I love this game. I forgot some of my Oh, unpacking is such a good game, you don't understand. I actually love this game. Delete the save. Gonna make a new one. Visual novel? It's an organization game. But it has, I'm gonna sound really pretentious, and I do not care, really good environmental storytelling. So you play as this one character going about her life, moving into different places, and you eventually start seeing the same items pop up in different places. So you're literally watching her go through like college, university, moving in with her first boyfriend, But there's a bunch of things, like really subtle things that I didn't notice, that are really, really fucking good environmental storytelling. Like, there's in the boyfriend mission, or level, you can't move any of his stuff. And you also can't, because at the end, once you unpack everything, it'll tell you what's a valid placement and what's not. You can't put any of your character's successes on, like, display. They have to be hidden. And also in the next mission, there is a photo. Why do I keep saying mission? Next level, there is a photo that you can use on a fridge. And they put magnets on it, and they cover up the guy's face. And it's kind of implied to be her boyfriend. Or her now ex. And it is really good. If you want me to play a visual novel, I could play Slay the Princess. She's a really good visual novel. I love Slay the Princess. Luckily I know where most of this goes, or I know where everything can go. There we go. Maybe next time is kind of interesting. So I'm kind of just listening and looking occasionally. Yeah, that's fine. Slay the Princess does sound fun to watch though. Slay the Princess is really, really good. Like, really fucking good. I love Slay the Princess. I have done every ending. And I don't know if I'm gonna ask, have you ever played Slay the Princess? Yeah, have you played Slay the Princess? Or like seen anything to do with it? Oh no, I haven't. I did mention it. Yeah, I love that game, man. So good. Such a good game. I think I said before the true ending. That shit made me cry. Like the happily ever after ending that came out with the new update. That shit made me cry. My shoulder itches. To be fair, I could play Slay the Princess because it is it's all voice acted. I could play Slay the Princess. I might do that because it is all voice acted. The only thing that isn't voice acted is what your character says, which I'll read anyway, so you get my glorious voice. Alright, Slay the Princess it is then. Okay. So I hope you like my wonderful, wonderful voice, because I will be reading like half of it. Well, half of the voice lines. Because, you know,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
the end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
So while I go through this, Angel, should I slay the princess or not? I'll let you answer that in a minute.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I think it might be the same narrator. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Do I get reward for something for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what the prize is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
By the way, there are other voices in this game. They're all voiced by the narrator, except for the princess herself. But they're meant to be different characters, but the hero and the narrator kinda sound similar.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But they are different characters. Only get one choice. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. I'm gonna wait here, even though you're on a pretty big delay. Should I take the blade or not? This is a big change. I know how nasty your delay is, so I'm gonna just let you... Just wanna wait for your response. Take it? Cool.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
Who's there?
I accidentally clicked twice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Right. So I'm gonna let you do your first playthrough. I'm gonna just kind of nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
Right, I'm gonna let you do your first playthrough. So I'm gonna just ask general questions. Do you want to free her? Do you want to kill her? These will change the outcome you get, obviously. No, I asked you the choice:
you
kill her
dare.
or free her.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the
Fuck, I accidentally clipped.
whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, we've
Oh.
talked enough.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Right. You got three choices, Angel. Kill her, try to free her, or walk away. Leave her locked up. I went through all of the the dialogue option, so you could know everything that I already know. Let her free? Okay.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Nonchalant? Nonchalant.
We
drip.
were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
I'd rather listen to the pretty lady. So true. When I first heard the princess's voice, that's all you need to know.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
One last chance to slay or save. Angel, are you slay? Or are you safe? Are you slay as fuck? Gonna assume that you want to save her then.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Push that
No,
door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
We are given the option to warn her. Do we want to warn her? Yeah. Tell you what, weekend when I'm making that model, you can have a whole playthrough.
Stop that.
I thought this.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid,
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
and then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. You're here. She... Did you... No, I just... The only... The... I'm afraid I'm going to insist... Yet. That...
I've never killed her in this playthrough.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Like, I've never killed her.
What? Have you noticed the empty...
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Without a moment of hesitation,
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
as you move to strike the princess, she stands. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls...
Drop it, or you...
Thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us. Just listen to her. How many times did I... You steel your will and refuse. You fumbled, but a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking. The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge. Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. I don't like this. It was not... That's right. Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel them? It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty and is worth all... Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world. The door. You open the cabin door, ready. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago,